Welcome everybody back to the Carnivore Experience. My name is Bill, and today I wanted to touch base on something I've been following a little bit online, and I think people need to be aware of it, and that is stress. Stress and what it does to your body and how this can affect you being on the carnivore way of eating and how it's going to take and affect your weight loss and overall well-being. Now, one of the things that kind of hit me off is I was reading on Facebook the other day on one of the carnivore forums that I'm on, and somebody was talking about, they're stalled, their weight is stalled and they're not moving. And it's been about a month and a half and their weight hasn't moved. And I looked over at Wendy and I said, gosh, that's kind of, we've been kind of stalled here a little bit. Don't get me wrong, we're not gaining any weight, but we've been stalled as far as what we're doing, and getting down. I'm at my goal weight. I'm actually below my goal weight, but I wanted to go down another 10 pounds or so just to have some room to play with. But what I noticed as I read more and more about these people talking about stalls is it started to come to light that they had a little stress in their life. Well, I'm going to relay that to where I'm at. And I have had an incredible amount of stress in the last 6 months. As you guys know, I posted we reopened our brewery. That's a brewing schedule, making artisan pizzas, running the day-to-day operations. But I also have a full-time job as the director of technology for a public school. Well, as all things happen, and I'm sure people watching this video can relate, you get change of ownership, you get new people running the places and everything else. And eventually it just doesn't jive with the way you do things, or there's enough negativity that it starts to draw on you. Well, that's kind of where I've been at. And unfortunately, Wendy has been kind of drug along with me as she's watched over the last year and a half on how toxic it's gotten where I was working. Well, I take my job very seriously. And my doctor looked at me and he said, your blood pressure, you got to watch that a little bit. And Carnivore helped get my blood pressure back into the normal, but he noticed it starting to elevate a little bit and asked me what was going on, and it was work. Well, when your body is stressed, it kind of goes into protecting itself. And one of the things your body does is it dumps cortisol into your system. And it will take and cease your ability to lose weight. Your body is basically going into a self-defense mode. So you have to be aware of how stress is affecting you. And if you're being hung up with different things in your life that are causing undue amounts of stress, your success on the carnivore way of eating is going to be slightly compromised. Now, here's the good news about that. Eating carnivore and doing it the way we've talked about in our other videos and all the content you've seen online is still doing wonderful things to heal your body, getting rid of all of those ultra-processed foods, getting rid of those carbs, those sugars, and everything else. You are doing tremendous things to help your body recover and heal. The weight loss is going to be almost, mandatory at first when you get onto it and for the next several months that you stay on it. But you will reach a plateau, and that plateau can because of several different reasons, but for us, it was definitely stress related. So I need everyone to think about how you are dealing with and managing your stress. You don't have to exercise at all doing the carnivore way of eating, but it does help to manage stress. Integrating that exercise while doing carnivore is going to do a couple of things for you. It's going to manage your stress. It's going to give you that ability to kind of slough that off, get that cortisol that's in your system to back off a little bit. And it's also going to help with the weight loss because you are spending that time getting out, even if it's taking a walk. My wife and I, Wendy, we love to go for 2-3 mile walks, especially when the weather's not nice. Here in Wisconsin, this time of the year, as you can imagine, I think this morning it's 14 degrees outside. Not so much fun. But this is something that we find ways to take and get and walk inside on places. And I noticed once I cut that stress out of my life, things start to go again. Now, with that, I did officially take, after 26 years, and decided to resign from my position as the director of technology. And I did this because the stress was getting overwhelming. Old dog, not really willing to learn new tricks. It's best that a younger person came in, I've hired him, he's great, and going to be able to take over for me and do with that young enthusiasm the duties that I had. And he's got a better ability to deal with that stress. It wasn't worth it to me to keep doing it. And we have a fully functioning and operational brewery. So I'm only going to be able to take that extra time I'm going to have now and put that towards brewing more and awesome different beers for our customers. This has taken the load of the stress off of my shoulders and has helped a lot. And I can already feel things changing. A sense of ease has come over me. So the entire point of this, if you're doing the carnivore way of eating, and many of you who are watching this are doing the carnivore way of eating, continue. You are helping yourself. Know that you're going to reach stalls, and I need you to take and look when your weight loss starts to diminish. Ask yourself the question, what's happening in your life, and could that be causing the problem? Because I promise you, that cortisol being dumped in your system and that overwhelming stress and anxiety, your body is just protecting itself. And losing weight is not something your body's going to want to do in that protection mode. So be aware of that. Integrate some simple exercises, even if it's just doing some sit-ups or some cardiovascular, taking a good, nice walk, finding some places to go and do that. All of that is going to help alleviate that and will help you get over that hump of being on a stall, and you'll watch your weight loss again. Ever since I made this decision to resign, 3 pounds. I have now gone down 3 additional pounds in the last month. So here's the thing. Take time for yourself. Stress is as bad, if not worse, than eating unhealthy. You've gone the first step, you've done carnivore, you're starting to heal your body and you've lost weight. Now look at your overall well-being, your emotional well-being, and take care of that as well. You do both of those things, one and the other, I promise you, you will reach your goals and you will be much healthier and happier as a result. And regardless of where you're at in the political spectrum, I bet you if you're watching the news now, you're seeing there's a real big kick on eating healthy. And we're starting to hear more and more about cutting out ultra-processed and cutting down on those unhealthy carbs and sugars. There's a reason for that, because we're proving as the carnivore community that it is working and we are healthier than we've ever been. So you guys stick to it, watch those stress levels, watch how you are taking and plateauing if you are not losing weight, and reflect on what's causing it. And if stress is at all a big key of your life, start taking the steps necessary to reducing that stress. Other than that, you guys, I appreciate everybody who's been watching the channel. We've been getting a lot of subscribers checking in. We're still very new. We've been very busy. Again, content is going to be coming out. The warmer months are coming. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Once you do that, you'll get all of our new updates when they come out. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to jump on that comment section and post your questions and comments on how we can best help you. Wendy and I really want to take and help people get through this. Good friend of ours at the brewery, they come in now, I make a meat bowl for them to eat. He's been on carnivore for 6 months. He's gone from 316 pounds. He's lost 77 pounds in 6 months. His wife has dropped 40 pounds, and both of them are retired law enforcement officers. It is amazing, the transformation. He's like 6'5". I don't even recognize him when he walks in anymore. You can do this. It works, and he feels amazing. So can you. You guys like and subscribe to the channel. Have an amazing week. Today is the Super Bowl. Good luck to all of those rooting for your favorite teams. Check with you again a little bit later. More to come. Have a good one.